Guys, hey, this is Mose, and welcome to Broken Into a Masterpiece. I want to do this video because I've been seeing so many videos about black men that are dating outside their culture, and they are rejecting their own culture. Listen to what I'm saying. You're rejecting your own culture to cling to another culture that you have no understanding of. Let me just say this. Please share and like my video, and please leave your commentary. Alrighty, so this is what I want to say to our black men. And I think what it is because you guys have low self-esteem. You guys are being geared to other cultures and not knowing that you're actually being geared. Your subconscious is picking it up, but your conscious is not. And I just want to say this. Black men, you have been made special. That's why all the women want you. You are special. And what I mean by that, you was made in the image of God. Now, if you don't know your place, I understand it. But in order to know who you are, I'm telling you who you are. You are image of God. And what's going on right now is everybody want a piece of God. But everybody don't supposed to get a piece of God. The only person that's supposed to get a piece of God is the woman that looks just like him, that was also made in his image, which was his woman. And what you men are not understanding is that as a man of God, I'm not going to call you a black man because you're not a black man. You're a man of God. Because see, when he sat down and he started molding that clay, he put everything of him in you. And you guys are degrading yourselves by dealing with beasts. See, now this is where I have to make you aware that when God described the other nations, the other cultures, he didn't call them people, he called them beasts. And see, you guys don't understand that, which means that we're not two of the same kind. But because you want to be in that culture, you got to learn that culture, guys. Y'all don't know that culture. You don't even know your own culture because it was taken away from you. It was stolen from you. And you feel that being with a woman of a different culture is going to make you a better man? No, there's two things they want from you: your wealth and your melanin. And melanin is wealthy too because they're trying to save their culture. They want to be reborn again. And guys, you just have to go do your research on this. I listened to Cynthia A, and I listened to also, I think her name is TKO, Tanya TKO. I listened to both of these women and they come with good information. The reason that the men are mad is because you don't want to deal with reality. You're dealing with your imagination. And that's a challenge not only for me, that's a challenge for any of the other women that look like you that is trying to tell you who you are. I can only, as a woman, I can only do so much. I can only be your cheerleader when I need to cheer for you. I can only be your lady when you want me by your side. Now, I don't use the word submission, and I'm going to tell you why, because you got to really do your research on the contents of these words. The reason I don't use the word submission is because I don't submit to a force. That means that man has to be abusive towards me. He has to do things to hurt me to make me submit to him. That's what the police do to you. That's why you raise your hands. That's what they do to you in church. That's why you raise your hands. You're raising your hands in surrenderances, which is closer to submission. However, I do cleave to my black man. And what I'm telling you is that I gravitate towards you because you are God on earth. See, everything that you need is within that woman that is of God too. But you guys don't know that is because you're living in this fantasy world and you want these other culture women. I'm not going to use color because color has nothing to do with this. What has to do with this is the culture. And see, what you don't understand is if you knew the culture, you wouldn't even touch those type of women. But you have to know the culture of those people. Those men don't have no problem with you because you don't know who you are. They know who you are. You don't know who you are. And that's the challenge that our black men have, is because you lost your identity. And we can tell that you lost your identity because of the stuff that we're seeing put in our faces. You need to identify yourself. That's why you run into all these different other women, because you're looking for an identity. We don't talk about those things. The reason we don't talk about it because you don't know that you've been impacted by it. They're just like you being born and somebody and the doctor wrote out your birth certificate, but your birth certificate came up missing. You can't be identified. I just wanted to say this is because as a woman, and because I'm not black, as a Hebrew woman, a woman of Zion, I know my place. Now, until our men, our Israelite men, know their place, we won't be able to connect. And as long as you allow these other culture of women to come in and penetrate your mental state, because that's what they're doing. They're doing everything that we already have been born to do for you. But because you're afraid of who you are, or you cannot identify yourself, you cling to these other cultures. And now you being infected with their culture. The reason I say infected, because they're no better. They're actually beneath you. They way beneath you. But you don't know that. So you rather deal with your peasants and your slaves as you would with your goddess, your woman. Black men, let me just say this to you. We only a hand step away. We only a phone call away. Some of you guys got issues with your mothers because you watched the abuse of your mother. Just remember, this was our time. We had to go through this. See, what I've learned about life is if this don't kill you, it should make you stronger. But I didn't expect this to hurt our black men. It's hurting our men in a way to where they don't even want to be known that they're black or they're Hebrews or whatever you want to call yourself, melanated. I just want to say this. Those other cultures will never be able to endure what our culture has endured. They have taken our identity. They have taken your self-esteem. They have taken everything about you. They even taken your wealth and you don't even know it. The only reason that these women want you is because of your wealth. Your wealth is in your skin and it's in your mind. Once they have conquered that, because remember, guys, this is a war. So what the white man did was he sent his white women to cling to y'all, to bring your money back to their community. Yeah, that part. This is a war. You don't even know that the women are waging war against you too. The reason you don't know that the women are waging war against you is because you're not paying attention to it. You know the Jezebel? If you go do your research on Jezebel, people always talk about Jezebel as being seductive. That's what she do. But y'all don't know that Jezebel was an alpha woman. Yes. She was an alpha woman, and her husband was a beta male. When he wanted stuff to get done, but see, the thing about Obadiah is that Obadiah was a man of God. But when Obadiah wanted stuff to get done, he called his wife. And she going there and work her magic. And guess what's happening now? Same thing. Jezebel's spirit is running rapid. Now, don't forget it, ladies. A man can have a Jezebel spirit too, because they love to seduce you. I see it on Instagram all the time. Half-naked men, that's the same thing as a Jezebel. But that's another story for another day. But I just wanted to put this out here. Black men, you are next to God. That's why everybody wants you. But God made me in your image, which means that I'm the same power source of you. The reason that they don't want us together because they don't want to bear the power that we have. They don't want to see us grow. They don't want to see that money stay within our communities. They don't want to see our culture. Go talk to a woman that know who she is so she can help you identify who you are. But hey, that's my video for today. Again, I'm Mose. This is Broken Into a Masterpiece because I see that we're broken. But guess what? Keep putting those pieces together and you will see the beautiful masterpiece. Bye.